right, guys, so let's see if this is up and running. Okay, so I see that there's no viewers yet. Let's see here. I don't see a chat yet either. Okay. Okay, we're just waiting for everyone here. I'm going to turn on some music while we wait, I guess. Oh, there we go. 7 viewers. Hey, guys. Do you want to try, comment in the chat group and let me know that you're there? Okay, I see the Autumn. Oh, there you go, Autumn. I see your video now.
Okay,
hey.
Yeah, this is way different than the other one I had.
Way cooler. And do you see in the bottom corner where it says that we have 6 viewers?
No.
No, okay. Maybe I can just see it. So we have 5 viewers. Okay, so we're just waiting. I'm gonna turn on my music. Some of the girls said they can't see it, so I'm just clicking around because on my thing it says I have like these links. So I double checked, and the links that they have for the YouTube are correct. So let's see here. Oh, okay, they can see it now. Okay, cool, awesome.
Is everybody having chat available?
Yeah, they should be able to chat on the YouTube video. I'm actually going to open up YouTube, and I'm going to see if I can actually see it at the same time. So if anybody can't find it, if they go to my channel.
Are you looking for your chat?
Yeah.
There's a button on the side, and you can open it up. There's like a blue thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll open up on the side.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Well, this is cool. All right, and I like it because we can see who's all on it. I can see that we have 8 viewers. I can actually go on to YouTube and see who's there. So that's cool. All right. Let's see. Share screen. Let's see if this works. Let's try this. Okay. What do you see when I do this, Autumn?
Me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we see the PowerPoint there, slideshow.
Okay, so everyone can see the slideshow then?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Well, first time so far, things are going well, so that's good. All right. Should we just start? There's a couple people that said they'd be a couple minutes late, but we're running late too, so that's okay.
Yeah, we can get started.
Okay.
Everybody else this is getting late for everybody too, so.
All right. Well, welcome to our first Elite Training Series call. This is exciting. All right. Okay. So we're talking about Success Club. Autumn, is there anything you wanted to talk about before we dive into everything?
No, I think mainly everything we talk about in here is going to cover it. So we're just excited to help you guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I should have turned my Facebook off. Okay. So I guess we're going to dive in. So we're talking about Success Club this week because it's the absolute, baseline foundation to growing your business. And we wanted to make sure that you guys really understand how important it is and how to help your team also hit Success Club. So we're going to start off by talking about belief. Autumn, do you want to talk about belief first, or how do you want to do that?
Yeah, I can go for it. So
okay.
As you see here, you have to start each month knowing you're going to hit Success Club 10 or Success Club 5, whatever your goal is. Both me and Kelsey firmly believe in shooting for a higher goal than you set for yourself, just because we do feel that if you set your goal at Success Club 5, not only do you kind of take your time through the month trying to hit it, but you also, you don't push yourself hard enough to reach a higher goal. You kind of just let yourself hit 5 and then be like, okay, good, I'm done. And you don't push yourself to advance your business further by hitting a higher goal, say Success Club 10. You have to create that mindset that it's easy and obtainable by you and your team. So the next point saying here, you need to go into each conversation with the belief that this person's going to join you and reach their goals. You need to believe in yourself as a leader and a coach, because I'm going to break down belief in a few different ways. You need to believe in the products. If you do not believe in the products, no one else is going to, right? That's why me and Kelsey are so firm on building our team full of people who truly believe in the products, who believe in what we have to offer, believe in what the products can do for them and do for us. So you need to believe in it. I mean, think about this. If someone came, to you to ask you to join your challenge group, and they were like, hey, so I'm running a challenge group. I'd really like for you to join. I think it'd be kind of cool. It might be successful. We do these at-home programs. I don't really do them that often, but they kind of work, I think. I've heard about it. And Shakeology, it's expensive. Like, don't worry about the price, though. You can afford it. Like, you probably wouldn't join, right? There's no belief in how that is said. I know that at the beginning, when I was first coaching, like 18 months ago, I struggled with the price objection a lot. And that's something that I know we'll cover here as well, helping you get over objections, things like that. But I didn't believe in it enough, because I started out as a coach, not a challenger first, so I didn't know too much about it. So I always got the price objection. The second I was confident and I believed in it and I understood and I knew what it did for me and what it did for the people that I helped, I talked with so much confidence and so much belief that I almost never get the price objection anymore. And that's just because of the way that I come off, in the way that I speak, and because I believe in it. I tell them and I add value and I say, this is what you're getting and this is why you need to do it and this is how it's going to help you reach your goals. And they want that. They see that it works for me and they want to do it too. So you you go for it.
Oh, okay, I was actually totally what you're saying. Just hold on. Sorry, I have my YouTube open, so it's echoing. That's why. There we go. Okay, let's go like this, and let's return back. Wait, so there was a conversation, or a story shared by Katie Hefner. By Katie Hefner in a training I watched, and she said, imagine someone comes up to you at lunchtime and you have a takeout box filled with your favorite food, and they say, like, that looks so good, where did you get it from? You're not gonna say, well, just from this little place down the road, but it's pretty expensive, so maybe you could just try and make it at home. You're going to be excited and you're going to tell them about it because you love it. You're eating it as leftovers. You brought it to work. You probably bought extra if you really liked it. And she talks about, if it's something else that you like, you're really ready to just kind of go out there and start telling people, like, go to this restaurant or go to this store. So when it comes to Success Club, you have to also want to really share the experience. You are doing this for a reason. You connected with the program or the Shakeology or something right away, and you want to help others have that same opportunity. You wouldn't want to keep all of, I don't know, the Tim Hortons ice caps for yourself if you really love them. You want every single person to try them because they're so good, right? So if you have something like this that you really, really love, you want to really spread it and show, this is what I'm doing and I love it because, it's changed my life. It's made me feel better. I have more energy. It's convenient. I don't have to drive to the gym anymore. I don't have to, have people stare at me. I don't have to feel uncomfortable. So it's really important to share all the aspects and all the reasons that really made you fall in love with it and really believe in what you felt as being true, because if you felt that, then you have the right to share how you feel. And if people can connect with that and they can see that it really has affected you in a positive way, they're going to want that too. They're going to want what you have. They're going to want, that energy that you have from it. So that's kind of when I think of Success Club, and I think about not selling a program. I think about, helping someone else have the opportunity that I had that made me feel so good. So when I post about it or share about it, I am going into that conversation with belief that it's going to change their life because it changed mine already. And I know when I go into a conversation with that mindset that I believe that it's going to change their life, they then take on that same belief that it is going to change their life, and they go into the challenge group and they go into committing to the program with that same belief. They are excited because they see that you're excited and they see that it changed your life and you're excited about your life. So when it comes to belief, it is powerful. It is so powerful. It can, take your business so much further. So that's kind of my experience with belief. Autumn, do you have something to add to that?
No, that's totally true. So that's kind of what was leading me into my other points of believing in yourself and believing in the value that you have to offer people. If you, like she was just saying, we will go out and tell anybody about any product that we have, a meal that we have. But then when it comes to this, I think people just so quickly turn into the salesperson rather than a shares person, which is why we talk so strongly about not posting tacky sales ads, things like that, because you're not a salesperson. That's, don't put links out there like in your posts. I don't really tell sales and things like that because we are not salespeople. We are shares people. So you're sharing why you love this so much and why it's going to help them. And you need to believe in yourself, and you need to believe in the fact that you can help them and that you are a good coach and you can add value to their life and you have something to offer them. If you don't believe in yourself, they are going to feel that through your messages and through that conversation in an instant. They can feel when you have zero confidence in yourself, and why would they join you? Like that's the simplest answer. Like, why would they join you if you don't even believe in yourself? How are you going to believe in them? So it has to start with you and you knowing that you have something amazing to offer them and that your support is going to take them throughout their whole journey. And when they feel that and they know that, it's a no-brainer. They're going to join you. It's just, some people, there's a difference between the people who just don't have the money and the people who don't have the money but will do anything to find it because you believe in them and they want to follow you and do this with you. So that's kind of what this whole belief thing is. I don't even go into a conversation if I'm in a bad mood. If I don't believe in myself that day, if I'm having a down moment, I don't even talk to anybody because I know, and I just know that it's going to come off in my conversations and I could lose that person. And I'm not saying, have a bad day, don't work, because you have to work even through those bad days. But you need to take a second, read some personal development, get on a podcast, watch a really inspiring YouTube video, do something to build up your belief, chat with your success partner and get yourself in a good mindset, and then go crush those messages.
Mhm. And Autumn, I don't know if you saw it or not, but in the group, I actually put a visual into the Success Club album, and it says belief, and it has a bunch of different words. I actually went back into my conversations and I looked for different words or sentences that I said that really made the difference in the conversation when we started talking about the opportunity and stuff, and then when it kind of switched over to the person really believing that they could do it and really wanting it. So I actually made a visual of those words. So I kind of challenge you to go back into some of your conversations when someone has said yes to you and look at the words you used and maybe highlight them or write them down, because those are the words that are going to help you to kind of drive those conversations forward and help the person really believe in themselves. Okay, are we ready for the next slide?
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay. All right, non-negotiable. So this is one thing that from day one when I started, it was absolutely drilled into my mind. If I want to help people consistently, and if I want to drive my business forward, then I need to make Success Club a non-negotiable. So that is setting a Success Club goal. So for myself, when I first started, it was Success Club 5. That was the bottom line. That's it. And I hit that because I went into each month knowing that that was my intention. And then when January 2015 rolled around and I actually was able to get onto the cruise, and I saw that if I hit Success Club 10 every month, I would earn my trip for free. And I was just driven, you guys. You know, I set that as my goal. I put it out there to the universe that every month I was going to hit Success Club 10, and I did it. You know, I just went for it because I said to myself, that's what I'm going to do. And I made it my non-negotiable. And that's kind of when I started following through these steps. Goal number 1 is hit Success Club 5 or 10 or 20, whatever your goal is, by the 15th. Aim for that. Will it always happen? No. Will it more likely happen every single month if that's your goal and that's what you're working towards? Absolutely. You know, if you're starting those conversations with people in the beginning of the month and you're going for Success Club by the 15th, then you're going to have that many more people that are going to say yes by the 15th, after the 15th, or maybe the next month. But you need to be starting off that beginning of your month really strong and going for that month. Now, if you get to the 15th, like I did, I haven't hit my goal yet. And that doesn't mean like I failed. That means I still have half the month to keep going, to keep reaching out, not to give up. So that's important. Autumn, do you want to add in there?
I think the biggest thing is that it stresses you out. And you wrote it in there, but it's true. If you wait till the end of the month and you're like, oh my gosh, there's 3 days left in the month, I haven't hit Success Club yet, and I'm so stressed out, I gotta do this, I gotta reach my goal. Oh my gosh, is it a headache? And it becomes like a sale. It becomes you talking to people not because you actually want to help them and because you really truly care. You're talking to them because you want to reach this goal. So your conversations don't come out the same. And honestly, it's just so stressful. It's so much easier if you just set this goal, and you can even challenge yourself further to hit Success Club by the 5th, and then give yourself some breathing room till the 15th. Like I said in the last slide, is always set your goals a little bit higher because you can aim for them and you can reach them. It's just giving yourself that leniency to say, oh, that's okay. If I wait till the end of the month, then it's good. I still hit it. But why do you want to be stressing about it, right? Your first half of the month, you should be focusing on your own business, hitting Success Club, locking it in, and then on your last half of the month, you should be focusing on growing your team and helping the team that you have succeed and hit Success Club as well. So that's how I know that I break up my month. I do half and half. I want to do the first half for me, make sure I'm locked in so I'm not stressing out, and then the last half, I want to make sure my coaches are hitting it and they're moving their businesses forward. So this is a training to help you guys learn how to lead your teams as well. So that's a good tip for you guys to learn how to break up your months and how to focus on hitting Success Club. And it's like she said too, you know, you get your trips free by doing that. You get so many incentives. I know that, you know, we all do things within our teams. You get things through head office. There's different webinars and so many extras that you get, that why not just push for it and move your business forward, help people, and then get all the extras anyways, that it's there's no reason why, anybody shouldn't hit Success Club as long as you're doing the vital behaviors every day. I know that I made it a goal too, just kind of playing off what Kelsey said. I made it a goal the very first month I was a coach, I hit Success Club 10. And it's because I went for it and I just did it and I didn't overthink it. I kept it simple. I just knew I had to help people and I needed them to get a challenge pack. And that's just what I did. I didn't know much about the business. I didn't understand everything. I just went for it. And since I hit it in my very first month, I said there's no reason why if I hit it my first month, I shouldn't be able to hit it every month after that. And so that's what I did. And that is now my non-negotiable every single month.
I love it. And playing off what you said, Autumn, actually, when it comes to Leadership and Success Club, I actually plan my month kind of like how you were saying. So I focus on, getting those conversations going, getting people set up with their challenge pack by the 15th. And then this next part of the month is about focusing on my team and reaching out to people to become coaches. And actually, if you look at my calendar, I actually have it planned out. So I have a sneak peek in the first part of the month and in the second. So that way, those people that I reach out to in the second part of the month, if they decide in the beginning of the next month that they want to learn more, then there's that opportunity for them to join right then and there. And then if there's people, that maybe that I reach out to and they want to know right now, I have another sneak peek. So that's another way of, I guess I'm just trying to connect with planning as a leader. Sometimes you get Success Club points by a coach signing up, or sometimes you get them for a challenger signing up or whatever it might be. So that's something to think about too, right? Like when you're planning your month out, I know a lot of coaches get overwhelmed. Like, I need to hit Success Club. Now I'm helping a team. I'm trying to go diamond. I don't know how to balance it. And for me, what I found is breaking it into 2 parts in the month and really focusing on kind of what I need to accomplish each part of the month and then having the opportunities there. That's helped me to find the balance and to find a way to prioritize things to get them done. So it's the most successful for my business and for my coach's business. So just wanted to play off what you were saying, because I know I heard Morgan say that once and it really just stuck with me when I was planning my month out.
Pause for 2 seconds. Caitlin to let me know that the chat is disabled.
It is disabled. Okay, 1 second. Let's fly in there. Let's see. Q&A. Let's see. Chat.
Oh, everyone's commenting in the group about it. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Well, it says, let's see. This feature is disabled. Control room, maybe. Let's see. Nope, that's us. Let's see.
This is a brand new system we're working with, so
yes. Okay, this is a learning experience for all of us. Do you think Uber conference? Let's see, what is that? Nope.
No. Hangout toolbox.
This is soundboard volume.
Sorry, guys.
Draw. I'm not sure why it's not on. It says it said it was able. So if I chat right now, anybody see that? That's, I guess.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. Does anybody else see it?
I guess I should probably be in Facebook so I can see too.
I shared too.
Okay. Good question.
I know the Q&A is disabled, but the chat box is open.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, Caitlin can't see it still.
Okay. Well, let's just hop onto YouTube here.
I mean, if whatever reason, if there's any questions anybody has, we can always answer them after. If you post them into the group page.
Yeah.
We can always check them out after, and then once we're done our topics, and then we'll figure this out for the next time. But
I'm just going to quickly go into the event here and see if I can turn it on. Live. No. Okay, no, we'll have to look into that after because I don't see the option.
Yeah, it does
Okay.
say that it's disabled. She just sent me.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll have to figure that out because on this end it looks like it's able. So,
Okay,
right.
so basically,
Okay.
if you guys have any questions, just post them. Like if there's anything you're thinking of, just post them right below in that thread under the queue, like the call photo. And then while we're still on here, we can go back and check there to see if there's any questions and we'll answer them for you.
Yeah, that will work best, I think, for now.
And
Okay.
figure it out for next week.
Yes. So, it's all a learning experience, part of coaching.
Yeah, we didn't
What am I
get
doing?
this part through. We got the rest.
No.
We got the video working.
No, and the video I watched actually said that as long as your chat was open, it would work. So, yeah. Anyways, do we want to move on to Success Club being simple?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Success Club is simple. I think that is the best line I've ever seen. Autumn actually wrote it into a document her and I were working on. And I was like, you know what? You're just right. It is simple. It is as simple as sharing and just not overthinking it, right? And reaching out to people, sharing the experience, sharing the opportunity, and letting them see how it can fit into their own life. I love that. It is simple. Keep it simple. Don't overthink it. And I think you were saying that before, right? When your first month came along and you hit Success Club 10, you didn't overthink it. You just went for it. And I think that's a really kind of like just not overthinking is so important. So I know that we've talked about it again and again, but sharing is so important. Sharing your journey every day. And that can be anything, anything can be tied into how you're feeling, how your day's going, how your health is, your fitness. All of that can be shared in a positive way. And you can share, the perspective of how it's changed since you started this, how you're doing with your program. Maybe you're having a down moment. Maybe you have an injury. Share it, but turn it into a positive. How has this experience changed your life? Even though you're having a moment where it's not that great, and you're feeling down, how has that changed your life? How has being a part of this changed your life? So sharing that journey is so important for growing your Success Club numbers, to growing challenge groups, and growing coaches. So Autumn, do you want to share your perspective on sharing?
Yeah, I think it's really easy to get caught up in having the perfect message and knowing everything you possibly can know before you send a message. Having the exact right picture and having the perfect wording. Everybody gets a little bit caught up in all these extra things when really those aren't the things that not only are going to move your business forward, but they're not going to help you reach Success Club. They're not going to be the defining factor of whether or not that person signs up with you or not. And this is playing into what I just said beforehand, but everything stems from your passion and your confidence. As long as you are sharing who you are, parts of your life, building that trust within people, allowing them into your life, and then sharing your journey, and that is good and bad. People need to see, especially when you're going to join and grow your team, people do need to see that coaches aren't perfect. They need to see that, you don't maybe always wear makeup, that you do have a day where you ate that chocolate bar when you weren't supposed to, that you had a drink, or you had fun at a wedding, or you went out to eat. Like whatever it is that you are, people need to see that you're relatable and that you're real and that your journey has ups and downs too. I mean, unless you're somebody that your journey doesn't really have downs and you're just kind of very consistent and, that's who you are, then that's perfect. But the majority of us aren't that way. And the majority of us do have downfalls and we have bad days and we wake up and we're just on the wrong side of the bed. But there's always a way to turn it into positive. There's always a way to turn it into a learning lesson, in a way to share about your experience and give a lesson for people and brighten their days. That's the way that I always try to look at it. Is I want to be that person on their feed that brightens their day. I don't want to be that person on their feed that they're like, oh, another negative post, and they scroll by. I don't want to fall into everybody else. I want to stand out. So I need to make sure that I share my experiences through the good and the bad. If I'm having a really bad day, it's like, okay, well, maybe I learned something through my personal development, or I heard a song, or I connected with somebody in a challenge group and they just brightened my day, or I seen somebody in a challenge group have awesome results when I logged in. That's what I got to share. It's about your entire life. It's not just your shakes and your workouts. That's not what people want to see. That's not going to always inspire people. That's not going to build trust. Yes, it's great to share that because people need to know what you're doing, but you need to build trust through other ways, right? You need to be sharing who you are as a person so they can be like, you know what? I relate to that person. They have kids, they have a family, they're busy, they're in work, they're working full time. They have, family to see and things to do. So if they can do it, so can I. And I think, like I said, it's just so easy to get caught up in the extras, the things that really aren't going to grow your business. What's going to grow your business is sharing your journey, sharing who you are, and then just being passionate and confident in that and what you have to offer people. And that's why it's simple. It does not need to be overthink. You just have to do it. And that's basically the next point there is just don't overthink it. Share your experiences. Make public invites. Privately invite and repeat. And the reason why we have private invites in there too is because it's very easy to get caught up in the beginning or at any point because you're nervous to invite somebody separately and on their own, that you expect everybody to come to you. And that's just not the case. People aren't going to be running to you just because you've announced you're a Beachbody coach. That's just not the way that it works. People need to see, okay, you're going to stick with it. You're doing this yourself. You're going to support me. I can count on you. You kind of have an idea what you're doing. And I mean, of course, again, you're a new coach. Not everybody knows what they're doing, and that's okay. But by the fact that you're actually you're doing the workouts, you're running a group, and you're going to support them, they need to see that. So sometimes people, not only do they get kind of nervous to come and approach you because maybe they're insecure in themselves and they are nervous to admit that they want help. But maybe they're watching you and they're just not 100% confident or comfortable in just reaching out to you, and they're a little unsure because you're not friends yet and you haven't connected yet. They feel weird reaching out. So people, it really matters when you privately invite them. I know it kills me to my core when someone says they're struggling, but they haven't ever invited someone privately. And I think that's just so key. You have to write out a list. If you need to go through your friends list and see who you've talked to, if you need to go into your post and see who even liked your post or who's been liking your post for the past few days, who's supporting you, who's following your journey, commenting on your statuses, that might be them kind of reaching out, but too nervous to say something. So it's just, making lists, sharing your experiences, and making sure you have those public invites as well, because people need to see what you're doing. Nobody will have any idea what you're doing if you don't share it. And that also brings me to, you can be coaching for a year, you can be coaching for 2 years, and sharing about your challenge groups, till you're blue in the face, but there are still people out there who have no idea what a challenge group is and what you do in it. So having those opportunities to share in your public invites what you do in your challenge groups, and making those little posts talking about what happened in your challenge groups and the triumphs and the successes through your challengers, it's so important because people need to understand what happens in that group. People are never going to know if you never share it, right? So you can't expect people to join you when they have no idea what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? It's echoing again. Hold on. It's because I opened it. Autumn, when I was thinking about what you were saying, Success Clip is very simple because you're basically sharing your journey, right? So if I'm a new coach and if I start sharing my journey and people are seeing that, some people are going to reach out and be like, heck yes, like I know this person really well, I'm going to do it with them. But then there's going to be people like me that kind of were scared to reach out to someone, right? So if Sarah would have messaged me in her first month as a coach, I probably would have said yes. I might have not said no or ignored her message for the first week, but I know within a week, because she was consistently posting, I would have said yes within that first month. But because she didn't reach out to me, I didn't have, I wasn't ready to reach out to her because I was still nervous about my own journey, and I was still insecure about if I was going to be able to do this, if I was going to be successful at it. So when I think about Success Club, I think, okay, for me, back then I had a reason to want to work out. Today, my reason for wanting to work out is different. So when I think of other people, everybody has a reason to, maybe lose a couple pounds for a wedding. Maybe they want to feel good. Maybe their doctor told them they need to lose weight. Maybe they have a surgery or something coming up that requires them to lose weight. Maybe they just need some help finding balance. Maybe they've been avid gym goers, but now they're, they just had a baby and they don't know how to balance the gym and a baby. Everybody at some point in their life is going to need this. We're going to want this. So everybody you message at some point is going to say yes. They might say no now, but something might change. And because you're consistent and because they're following you, they're going to know that they can come to you and they can, they know that they're going to have you as a support system later on when they're ready for it. So Success Club is simple if you're willing to step outside your comfort zone and just share your opportunity. I have so many coaches that have said to me, this has changed my life. My day is completely different now because of my energy level, my confidence, the way I feel in my clothes. But often I don't see them sharing that experience on Facebook or anywhere. So how is someone supposed to know how it's changed your life if you're not stepping outside your comfort zone? So sharing can be very scary and it's a vulnerable thing, but it can change someone's life. And it's simple because all you have to do is be really candid and really share your journey, share your experiences. There's no good way of doing it. And like Autumn was saying, you don't need a perfect picture. You don't need a perfect saying nothing. Some of the coaches I follow that I absolutely just adore, their pictures are not planned. They don't have makeup on. Their hair is all over the place. And they have spelling mistakes just like I do. And, I still connect with them because they're telling me exactly what they're feeling. And I'm motivated by that because I can see that they're real. So when it comes to Success Club, all you have to do is inspire someone to believe in themselves. So that's kind of my little thing on simple with Success Club. So this is probably one of the best visuals I've ever seen. Autumn, would you agree?
Yes. When I seen this, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is like, why have I not seen this before? This is exactly what Success Club means, and this is what you need to do. It's so simple, and this just shows it. It's like you gotta hit it, and it comes from recruiting coaches, which comes from helping them hit it, which comes from doing it again, which comes from hitting it. Like it's a circle. Success Club. And you're going to find as you move forward in your business, Success Club actually is a huge factor. And I don't know what the word for it is here. I'm blanking, but it drives your entire business. And that comes from when you are planning to be an elite coach yourself. When that comes to, your own business growing, watching your coaches' businesses grow, it's so important. Success Club, and when I heard this, Lindsay Matway, I believe, said this to Scotty Hobbs, and when I heard this, it hit it bang on. Success Club directly reflects the amount of lives you're changing. So I know this is in another post after, but if you're not hitting Success Club, how are you growing your business? That means you're not helping anybody. Your business isn't growing. You're not moving it forward. There's nobody to potentially join your team. So it's so important that you hit it every single month, that you grow your team, and then you help them hit it, and then you keep that cycle going. That is how your businesses are going to flourish, and that's how you're going to have just an amazing team that is unstoppable. It's just revolving everything around Success Club. And I know I can't remember if it's in the next one or not, so I'll hold on. I'll hold on so I don't say everything. But I like how.
So just to play off what you're saying, I'm trying to think of my words here. So when it comes to Success Club, it is amazing that you can hit Success Club, you impact someone's life, you get to, dive into a group with them, get to know them, get to find out what makes them tick, find their interests, make friends with them, see them, go from a place of not being happy with their health or their fitness to a place where they're feeling confident that they can be successful and reach their goals. And usually I find around week 2 of a challenge group, it's when people start saying, okay, wow, this is amazing. My life is different. The way I see myself is different. The way, I look at my future is different now. The way I present myself is different. And that's when you can say, well, wouldn't that be amazing if you could go out and help your mom or your dad or your best friend do that too? And that's where coaches start evolving from, right? Like if I think about it, I look at my life now and I think, okay, because I made this simple decision to say yes to coaching, my mom now is the healthiest and most fit I've ever seen her in my life. On Friday, my dad messaged me and said that he ran for 55 minutes straight on the treadmill, the furthest he's ever ran in like 13 years, because he started doing 21-day fix, because he built up his strength. So that alone, is incredible. And now because they've had these amazing experiences and, the way they hold themselves and the way they present themselves is different, it's impacting, the way they teach, the way they, connect with people. It's impacting everyone else. It's like a ripple effect. So why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? So when other people see that, other challengers see how it's impacting and how they're impacting other people's lives in the challenge group, they're going to be like, heck yes, I want to do this. I want to impact lives. I want others in my life to feel as good as I do. So that's kind of where that circle comes from. And it's so powerful, so powerful. All right, so these are some of the questions that I know Autumn's asked herself. I've asked myself. I'm pretty sure Autumn's asked me these questions, but they are powerful things to really think about. And when I was reading them, Autumn kind of had some jot notes down. I was like, wow, this is good. This is gold, because this will help me to get all my funk when I feel like, things are not going the way I wanted to, or, when I go for a goal and I don't quite accomplish it by the day that I had set. So the first question is, so ask yourself, if I am not hitting Success Club, how am I growing my business? If I'm not helping people make changes in their lives, love Shakeology and the workouts, how will they see the opportunity of coaching? And if I'm not helping new people each month, how will I have new coaches? And those are such good questions, because I'm going to tell you a little secret. There was a little bit of a phase in my business in the spring where I was just happy, setting up a previous customer with another challenge pack because they wanted it, which is awesome. But I wasn't actively going out there and getting new people. So that was really great, because it kind of, kept me going with my Success Club for a couple months. But then all of a sudden I had this halt in my business. I had no new people in my challenge groups. They were all the same people for months on months. So I all of a sudden didn't have any team growth. There was nothing happening because I wasn't going out there and pushing myself to find new people, connect with new people, and change new lives. So if I would have had these questions back in June, man, would things be different, I would have been like, wake up call, Kelsey. If I want to be a business lady and I want to, be a leader, then I need to be making sure that I am connecting with new people each month. So that's, this right here, I had a major reflection moment when I was reading these. So this is like something I'm going to be printing off and putting somewhere in my office once my office is set up, because this is something that will definitely remind me to every day follow my 3 vital behaviors and always make sure I'm connecting with people, always tracking my business. So I am so glad these are here. So Autumn, do you have anything you wanted to add to any of these?
That was pretty much it. The only thing I would be really adding is, part of this training is helping us, or trying to help you guys not just move your own businesses forward, but learn the leadership behaviors as well to help your coaches or future coaches move their businesses forward as well. That is one of the toughest transitions within this business, is going from a challenge pack commission sales kind of person to going to a leader of a team. And, everybody goes through that at a little bit different time, but something that we're trying to instill and help you guys is bring these behaviors to your team. So something that I know I always think of myself when I get lazy or I think, you know what, I'm good, I'm floating on just fine, is how can I ever expect my coaches to hit Success Club and move their businesses forward if I'm not doing it first? And that's just something, they're all like ask yourself kind of questions. And these are the things that I do. I have to ask, how am I moving my business forward if I'm not hitting Success Club? That means if I'm not hitting Success Club, I'm not helping any new people this month. I have no new lives that I'm impacting. I have no future possible coaches that are coming from this month, which means my business this month is again held back. And I'm just not continuously moving forward. I lose my momentum. That's why it's consistent. That's why we say hit Success Club every single month, not just January, maybe February if I feel like it. Okay, I'm going to do it again in March because I'm super motivated in March again. April, I'm just, I'm not feeling it. I went on a vacation and I just decided I'm going to take a whole month. And that's just, when you're doing that, I get that it's your business and that's totally fine. If you want to be a hobby coach and here and there, that is okay. But if you want to be a serious business builder and you want to see growth, that's just something that cannot happen. And that's not us being harsh, it's us being honest. And I ask these questions to myself because I need to kick myself in the butt sometimes, and I need to make sure that I'm answering those questions and being aware myself that yes, I am moving my business forward. Yes, I am helping new people each month. Yes, I have possible, new coaches to join, and I'm having new relationships, and I am changing lives. So that's kind of my aspect on it, and just knowing that you guys need to be doing this and creating these behaviors so then you can help your coaches do it when they join your team. Because not only will you be leading by example, but you'll also understand and know how to do it so you can help them.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I got.
All right, so I do want just to switch it to a little bit of a positive note. So I want you to say to yourself each day, today I will help one more person get a challenge pack. Today I will help one more person have a positive experience. And today I will help one more person become a coach and start their own journey of helping people. Visualizing your success is so important. We can look at, you ask yourself those questions and you keep yourself in check and you track your business and all those things, but you need to start each day with some kind of affirmation or some kind of, self-motivation or self-talk that builds you up to believe that you can do all those things and lead with these behaviors. So I know for me, I really love starting the day, with some time for myself. I usually read some personal development. I usually look at my affirmations. I actually have posted on my mirror in my bathroom. And I really focus on the basics. Today I will help one person. Today I will connect with one person and give them a positive experience. Today I will help one person that wants to, start a business, or maybe they want accountability above and beyond and want to be a coach. Whatever it might be, that's what I'm aiming for. And by doing so and setting those goals, you're going to be visualizing your success, and you're going to be, going for success because you're going into that day with that positive image in your mind. So I know Autumn is like the queen of visualization. She is amazing at it. She is the girl that got me going in the first place.
Yeah, I think my team that's on here is probably like, hey, Autumn, I know you talk about this like every single chance you get. But every single person thinks I'm crazy, I swear, on the calls until they do it. And then they're like, oh my gosh, it works. And I'm going to say why. Visualization is more than just picturing, what it is that you want. And then, okay, it comes and falls into your lap. It starts with the law of attraction. And if you've never read up on it, if you've never looked into it, then this is going to be something completely new for you. It was new for me too, but I ended up reading a few books. Things like You Are a Badass talks about it. It has that same general idea. The Secret, The Power is the book that changed my life, and the one that introduced this to me, which is how I lead my entire life now, and a huge reason why it's so changed. The law of attraction focuses on whatever you put out there will come back to you. So if you're abundant and you're sharing yourself and you are freely giving to others and you are lending a hand, people are going to do that back to you. If you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh my gosh, today sucks. I don't want to be here. I don't want to go to work. I hate everything today. I am upset. I am mad. I'm going to be late. Guess what happens? You stub your toe on your bed when you get out. You're out of coffee when you go to check. The shower water is cold. You leave late, you forget your lunch, and you hit every red light on the way to work. And it's because you put that negative energy out there. So guess what? It keeps coming back to you. And every time someone's like, oh my gosh, I've had this bad day, and this thing keeps happening, and this thing keeps happening, and I'm sitting here being like, you know, you're doing it to yourself, right? Like you have the power to quit that and to stop it. And it's all mindset and visualization. So you need to put out there what you want to see happen. Every single day, I have a list. I either write them down or I say it. Either way, I do this every single morning. And when I seen my business grow the most was when I was doing this. When it really, what's the word? When it went for a downfall a bit, or it took a little leap down, let's say, it was because I stopped doing this. I stopped visualizing where I wanted to go and where I was going to be. The second I started saying, you know what, I'm going to sign up a new coach today. I'm going to grow my team with, or I'm going to grow my Fit Fam with 2 new people today. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am successful. I am worthy of success and abundance. You know, I'm at Success Club 10. Whatever it was that I wanted in my life or in my business, I make sure I say that. And I say I'm blessed that I'm going to retire I am retiring my parents. And you have to say it in present tense, like you're already doing it. And you can't just say it and not believe it. You got to believe it. You got to feel it. You got to look at it and picture it happening. I sometimes, and no one's around because I do this by myself, I'm not even kidding you, I end up in tears because I can feel so much that this is happening. I will picture myself getting a call that our team has hit elite from head office, and I can picture this happening, and it literally brings me to tears sometimes because I can feel it, it's gonna happen. And that's what you need to get to, whether that's your goal or you just want to hit Success Club 10. You got to feel it and you got to picture it happening. And I promise you that the more you do it, yes, it's a little weird at first, but it picks up your mood. It tells yourself that you are worthy. You know, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. And if you don't believe that you're worthy, just tell yourself it till you believe it. And honestly, sometimes you have those days and I'll wake up and I'll be in the worst mood and I'm just you know, I'm not feeling it today. And I'll sit on the couch and I say them and I'm like, you know what, you're right. I am worthy. I can do this. I am doing this. I'm helping people. I am influencing lives. And I talk myself out of my bad mood. And that might be weird. And this might be completely foreign to you guys, but seriously, I challenge you just to start doing it. Just write anything. If it's 3 things, if it's 1 thing, just start and just try it, because this is what has changed my entire business, almost entirely, is visualizing where I want to go, and then it follows suit. Because what you say is, if you have to give yourself a path. You need to give yourself a destination and create that path to get there. You're just saying, I'm maybe going to hit it. You're not giving yourself that that solid chance of you doing it, because you're not sure. So of course you're gonna maybe hit it because you're saying, well, I'm gonna try. It's not I'm gonna try, I already am. I start at the beginning of the month saying I am at Success Club 10. I don't say I'm gonna try. I say I am there, and I believe it, because every single month that I do that, I hit it. And it's because I put it out there. And of course I do the work. I don't just wait for it to come to me, but you know, I have to set that out there and set those intentions, and then the world and the universe just kind of follows suit with you.
And you know what? A lot of us have already done this in some way and we don't even know it, but you need to be, I guess, when it comes to a business like this, you need to be really putting yourself out there and really visualizing and setting big goals for yourself, because you've already had success in doing visualization. I guarantee you at some point in your life, you have set some kind of goal for yourself and you've worked hard to get there. Think about the day that you applied for university and you said, I am going to get that degree. And you show up every single day for class, or maybe most days, and you get the work done, you hand in your assignments on time, and you graduate, okay? So if you're a person that's in university or gone to university or college or graduated high school, you have already visualized. You said, I am going to graduate. I'm going to have, I'm going to walk down that aisle with a cap and gown. We've all gone to school, we've already done that. You could have said, oh, I might. I don't know. We'll see. And guess what? When you have that attitude, you're not going to show up every day. You might do some of your assignments. You might miss one here or there. You might be late sometimes with your assignments, but if you visualize that assume that you're going to do it, you're going to graduate, you have in your mind, like, it's just a no-brainer. You're just going to graduate. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You always make time to get that assignment done. You always make time to, watch a video if your prof sent it to you or whatever, right? So you've already done it. Maybe you're a mom and you said to yourself, like, I'm going to make a princess birthday for my daughter. And so you visualize, in your mind, you know what it's going to look like, you can feel it, you know what it's going to smell like, you know what the cake's going to taste like, you have all these visualizations, and then you just do it. You do the behaviors to be able to make that come true. So there's already little parts in your life that you're visualizing, and you use visualization to get to that end gameplay, right? You've done it. So you're already doing it. Now you just need to take it to that next level, and you need to do it for your life. Set those life goals, set those business goals, and just visualize. And when you visualize, you're going to see that your actions and your behaviors are going to start to follow suit, just like they did to make that birthday party come true, or to graduate, or maybe it was to make a crock pot meal. I don't know, but you had to have that visualization of that you're going to do it, and then you have to do the steps to make it happen. So you're already doing it, and you can do it in this way too. So keeping it simple. Let's kick off with, so keeping it simple is being done is better than perfect. So Autumn actually made reference to this earlier, that, just getting the work done is the first step. Setting your task for the day, making priorities of things that you need to do, and getting it done, not worrying about how your pictures look or how you perfectly, wrote a script to go with the picture. Don't worry about that. That is not something you need to worry about. That's overthinking. Just get it done. The rest will come and evolve over time as you're consistent. So getting it done is important. And for me, when I think about getting it done, I think about the 3 vital behaviors. That is the top of my priority list every single day. I share, I invite, I'm sharing my journey, I'm being the proof of the product, and I'm doing my personal development. That gets done first. I keep it nice and simple, and I do that every single day. And by doing that, people can see that I show up every single day. People can see that I'm growing every single day. Whether it's with my mindset, whether it's with, relationships or my business or my fitness, they see me growing. And when they see someone growing and sharing their journey, they're going to say, oh, I want whatever that girl's got, because she is on fire. She is, she's just happy and she's motivated and she's pumped, and I want some of that. Whatever she's got, I want. So, it doesn't even matter if I'm selling a challenge pack, or if I'm selling, I don't know, some magic juice or something. They're going to want what I'm doing, because I'm putting it out there to the universe that I am, changing from it. So that's so important. When I started incorporating all 3 of those behaviors into my business, that's when my Success Club numbers went up. And that's when I saw, myself hitting emerald and diamond. And that's when I started to see my coaches starting to flourish too. So it is important to keep it simple and be consistent. Autumn, do you want to add to that?
That's pretty much it. She nailed it. It was just the whole, like, done is better than perfect is that goes towards your posts, that goes towards your messages, that goes towards inviting. I know that people really do get so caught up in making sure their message is perfect, making sure that they set it the right way. And honestly, there's no right way to ever do it. You just got to ask, and you just got to do it, and just focus on the vital behaviors, especially if you are running in a day where you don't have a lot of time and you're like, I just don't have time to do everything else. Then focus on those 3 vital behaviors and that will drive your business forward. That's why they are so vital. So I'll leave it there since we're kind of running short on time here. So
I just put this up as a visual. So we're talking about tools. So Autumn, do you want to actually talk about this? This is something that you were talking about with me a while back about how to find your tools and finding your resources.
Yeah, I know that both me and Kelsey, especially since we've become success partners and we've really teamed up in this business to help each other and to help each other move our own businesses forward. And something that we both incorporate is resources. We want to flood you guys with information, and that's not to overwhelm you. It's to make sure you have everything that you possibly need to be successful at your fingertips if we were to fall off the face of the earth, which we're not going to do. But we want you to know that if there is a day you cannot get a hold of us, if we are busy, if we are on a vacation, if we are on our Success Club trip, for example, and you can't get a hold of us that second, we want you guys to know where the information is and to know how to utilize the resources that there are, so then you guys can find these documents and these resources on your own. Yes, it's amazing to have an upline that is going to help you and walk hand in hand with you, but number one, you have to become a leader. You have to take that go forward action and to figure that out yourself. Two, everybody's time is valuable, right? Mine and Kelsey's time is valuable. Your time is valuable. That is time you can spend with your family, friends, helping your coaches, your challengers, whatever it may be. And, just asking us basic questions will not help you grow. It will not help you move forward because we have everything there for you. So if you do feel like you're struggling, these are the places you can check. I know my team page and sponsored page and training pages, they have so many resources. I try to share every time I share something, where to find them again in our albums, in our files tabs. I share everything all the time. I try to give tips every day. So there's resources there, and I know Kelsey has the exact same thing because we talk about it. We want you to you can take notes of the other things that top coaches are doing that connects with you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. So if you're saying, okay, I really want to run an Emerald and 10 training for my team. Awesome. That's great. Guess what? We put resources not only in our team pages, but we also put them in here so you guys can take them and use them yourself. There are YouTube videos. So don't feel like you have to always create a new video about hitting Success Club. Find one from me and Kelsey. Find one from another top coach. Go to Morgan's page. There are videos out there. You need to be using your time effectively, and that means having conversations, focusing on the vital behaviors. You do not need to reinvent the wheel, and you do not need to be going out of your way to create more work for yourself when this stuff is already out there. Of course, when you grow your business to a certain point, it is awesome for your team to hear everything from you. They want to hear that you're their leader. They want to see that, and they want to see the information come straight from you. But don't feel like you have to stress yourself out as a new coach or beginning this journey by doing it all yourself. And I tell my coaches that as well. Like, there is so much resources out there, you have no idea. Like, just look for it and it's there. You don't need to create new trainings all the time because that's why we provide them, so we save you time. The next one, so take note of how coaches share their journey. Oh, sorry, go back. That's okay. Take note of how coaches share their journey and connect with people using visuals. Look at how they post and set their pictures up to show you who they are and their interests. It allows people to connect with them and see their experiences. So again, just look at other coaches. Just check them out. Success leaves clues. Bonnie said that on a couple of calls. She said it on a podcast on the National Wake Up Call. And the second she said that, I'm like, oh my gosh, light bulb. They do. Success leaves clues. There are coaches before us. There are coaches before me. There are coaches before Kelsey. There are coaches before even our coaches that have already paved the way and shown us what success looks like and how they got there. So I know that when I was first beginning as a coach, I didn't try to challenge it, or I didn't try to, avoid it. If my coach said to do something, I just did it because she was successful. She was working from home. She was making an income. She was changing lives. She was growing her team. So I didn't question it. I didn't avoid it. I thought it was a blessing. Me and Kelsey talk about this all the time. Whenever she would run a training, she would have something offered. Me and her were like the first people there. Yep, sign me up. We're there. You know, she even offered another thing just as an extra training. And I said, I don't know what it is, but I love learning. I'm in because I want to grow. I just take those steps from them because, you know, success leaves clues. And why would I not take advice and listen to the person who's had success before me? And then, so that also means obviously looking on Facebook, looking on Instagram, looking on the different various social medias that you are wanting to expand or grow with, and YouTube. So YouTube is the mother of all training. Oh my gosh, me and Kelsey love YouTube. We live on YouTube, and we don't live on YouTube for the crazy falling on their face kind of videos that everybody else usually spends their nights looking at. We use it to train. And I actually have it on the tracker. I guess she put it out there, but I shared that with her that I always use that on my daily tracker, is to watch a training video. Now, that's not always feasible for every single person, but there are training videos out there that are 5 minutes. There's some out there that are an hour. If you have time in your day, or 3 days a week, or 2 days a week, to add in an extra training, and you can search up anything you're struggling with. If you're like, I want to have more engaged challenge groups. If I want to grow my team, I want to learn about how to onboard coaches and get them started right. Whatever it is, there's seriously a video out there for you, and you're going to find certain channels are amazing. Like Scotty Hobbs lives on YouTube, so he has tons of amazing content. So, you know, it's just using those resources that are at your fingertips, so then you can grow and take those forward actions. Nobody is in charge of your success other than you. So me and Kelsey could potentially do absolutely nothing to help you, and you could still be successful because the information is out there. Of course, we don't want to do that to you, and we never will, but just so you guys know that the stuff is out there, and you don't need us to be successful, but we want to help you be successful, and we want to make this easier on you, and we want to provide you with the stuff that has helped us be successful. So just know that all this stuff is out there, and to utilize them to grow your business.
And heck, we want to learn from you too, right? Like, we're following you. You might have something new, or a new perspective, or a new way of doing something. So we're watching you too, right? Like, we're all in this together. We're all growing together. So it's for all of us to grow. So the next one is, as emerging leaders, you will want to find the tools you need so you can guide your own coaches. So for me, the minute that I stepped outside of my comfort zone, and I know for Autumn too, it kind of pushed us, when we had to go find that information on our own, it pushed us to really, you know, kind of embody, like, okay, well, I know that this coach training is here, and I know that Scotty Hobbs has awesome videos, because I went there and I looked myself. So I challenge you, when you're tracking your business this week, to really go out there and look to find where you can find certain things. And you're going to start to notice that lots of coaches kind of have their thing that they're really strong in or really passionate about. And you're going to start in your mind, or maybe you're going to write down, probably write down would be best, but you're going to start having these resource banks just in the back of your mind, that when your coach messages you and you have a new coach and they say, hey, I don't know how to run a challenge group, you're going to be able to say, awesome, you know what, there's this really wonderful video by Anita that she made about running a challenge group. It helped me. I know it will help you too. But because you went out there and you found it yourself, you're going to remember those things. So I know for myself, when I started going out there and stepping outside my comfort zone and taking control of my business and finding those resources, that's when my business really started to grow, because that's when I was able to really guide and lead my team. So my challenge to you is to really take this training these next 8 weeks really to heart, and really just dive in and step outside that comfort zone, because not only will it pay off in your personal business with Success Club, you're going to see it start to really spill out into every aspect of your business and into your coaches' businesses. So call to action. Autumn, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, I seen Caitlin's post, and I was like, can you guys see? And I was see the slideshow. I don't even know if they can. So if not, we'll post the slides anyways for you guys to check out. But the call to action. There, of course, we have something for you guys to do. We're not just gonna let you go. We need you to take the actions to move your businesses forward. So these are things that through the week, your calls to action, they need to be completed by Sunday. But try to do them right away. Try to do them tonight. Do them tomorrow, and be ready to start fresh on Wednesday. So first, we want you to share a post about your belief in challenge groups. how it's changed your life with an invite to your next one. And I want you to tag your sponsor coach. So either tag Kelsey or you tag me, and just so then we can see it and we see that you have done it. But I want you just to share your belief in your challenge groups and how it's changed your life, and make sure to invite them to your next one with the date that it's starting. Have some urgency and say, you know what, these spots are going to go quick. You know, I'm looking for 5 people, or I only have room for 5 people, or however you want to word it. Y'all know how to do that, but that is your first step. And everybody's going to be a little bit individual in how that's changed your life and why you believe that they should join you. But I want you to really dig deep, like we talked about in this training so far. And then we also want you to personally invite 2 to 5 people into your next challenge group. So, of course, when we say 2 to 5, we mean try to shoot for 5. But if you're running short on time, go for 2. And we want to see about 3 of your conversations in the comment below, or I guess not right here, but in the post below for this day. For on the Monday, please screenshot your photos of your conversations. Oh my goodness, you can tell it's getting late. I can't talk. And then share it below so then we can see that you've done it. We can also look at your conversations, see how maybe we can help you, say, you know what, never mind, you are on the right track. This is perfect. You have nowhere to improve. No matter what it is, it's just sharing that you've done it. And it's taking those action steps to move your business forward and inviting. And the best thing is that if you are already inviting like you should be every day, this isn't going to be anything extra for you. These are going to be things you're doing anyways. So those are we'll also post those photos and make sure we have that call to action in the group, so then you guys can check it out if you forgot, or if you forget.
Perfect. Well, if anybody has any questions or anything, they can post in the group, right, Autumn? And then we'll answer in there since it's getting late.
Yeah, I don't think, I was just trying to see. Oh, okay, so when I talk, nobody can see the slideshow. Makes sense. And just to share the resources of the slides. And Tamara, what was the book I read? It was The Secret, The Power. So funny thing is, when I went to go to chapters, they actually didn't have The Secret, which is the very first one. They do have a documentary on Netflix called The Secret. I watched it. It was kind of meh, kind of bored me. The concept is great. It's the exact same thing. But the book just kind of touched me differently. So when I went to get The Secret, they didn't have The Secret. They only had The Secret, The Power. And it must have happened for a reason, because that was the book that spoke to me and reached out to me and changed my whole life. So I highly suggest, if that's something that helps pump you up in a day, get that book, because I know, like, I'm a feely kind of person. That's the kind of stuff that makes me feel like a better person, and it's personal development to me. So if that's something that reaches out to you, or you're like, you know what, I'd like to try it, I highly suggest doing it. And yeah, it's The Secret, The Power. I'll type it down here anyways, just in case anybody wants to know again. The Secret, The Power. And it's kind of in the, it's kind of by the self-help area chapters, but it's not the self-help. It's like the one in front of it. I don't know what it's called, but it's that general area.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us, and sorry for all the technical problems. We're figuring this out too, so we'll figure it out for next week too. And then yeah, maybe too, as we figured out, maybe I'll actually put into maybe a video or something, so that way you guys maybe want to use this Google Hangout thing as well for your team calls. I don't know. I guess if we figure it out and we work out the kinks, then we should share them with you as well, so you can do them with your team and your own training as well. So
yeah, it's just it's just awesome, because now the link is available for, like, the recording is available right after we get off of here. So you don't have to wait overnight to watch it. It's just available right here if you missed any part of it. So that's pretty neat.
Awesome. All right.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll talk to you after. I'll post the call to action right into the group, actually. So there'll be an image there, and then you can post everything below.
Perfect.
All right. See you guys.
Okay. Have a good night.